we start, I have one thing to ask you, ladies and gentlemen. We have a voting tool in our DMEXCO app. So please, while you're listening to the next innovation, please give us your judgment. Open up the DMEXCO app. You can find the button Conference. There you can find the button Demo Arena. And in there is Slido. And we have one question for sure. The answer is privately. Just give us your answer. Did you like the innovation or not? Hopefully you do. And I will ask you again at the end of our presentation. Communication with your customer. How does that look like in your company? Email, letters, maybe WhatsApp? In private life, we all are using WhatsApp. I know that. And for some who think, okay, I use it privately, I don't want to use it in business, you should. Why and how? The answers will come with our next speaker, with our next speakers. Two from tyntec. Please give it up for the First Lady, which will open the next presentation. Give it up for Mrs. Samantha Warren.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Sam Warren. I am the Senior Strategic Communication Manager at tyntec, and today I'm going to walk you all through the WhatsApp Business Solution. Now, obviously everybody here already knows what WhatsApp is. You're all already probably using it to talk to your friends, your family, your colleagues, and maybe even already your customers. But what I'm going to do today is walk you through the WhatsApp Business Solution and tell you guys how it can completely reshape your customer engagement. And I'm not just going to only give you a few stats and figures and some shiny examples. No, at the end of this presentation, my colleague Dr. Marco LaFrance is going to join me on stage, and he's going to give you an actual live demo of the solution. So before I get started, I want to kick things off with a little story. And that story starts with an image. This is my personalized screenshot of my phone. I'm an avid hiker, so hence the mountains. Does anybody here notice anything about my notifications on my screen? Anybody notice that I have 0 unread WhatsApp messages, yet I have 344 unopened emails? That leads me to my story. So earlier this year, I had a really important event, and I wanted to order a couple new dress options for this event. So I went into the app of one of my favorite online clothing brands. I ordered a couple different dress options. I got confirmation on the app, closed out of the app, and went about my day. Easy, quick, convenient. Exactly what you want from an online shopping experience, right? So I forgot about my order until 5 days later when I got home from work, and that was the day the order was supposed to arrive, and there was no package waiting for me. So I go into the app, go into previous orders, go to that specific order, see a notification that there's been an issue with my order and that I need to contact customer service for additional information. I then click the help button, which takes me out of the app, where I need to then put in my order information and my personal information. And then finally, a customer chat app pops up. Enough steps in this process, right? So they tell me, okay, your order didn't go through, there was an issue with your card. Now, is an issue with my card the fault of the brand? Absolutely not. So then what's the issue here? The issue is I didn't even know there was an issue until my packages didn't arrive. So I said to them, hey, how come I didn't get any notification? They said to me, we sent you an email. It's probably in your spam box. Please make sure to keep an eye on your inboxes as we send you important information. Who here has time to check your spam box on a daily basis to see if a brand may or may not have sent you an email about a previous order? Not me, and I'm willing to bet a lot of you don't have that kind of time either. If you're a brand and you're trying to send important information to your customers via email, it's going to get lost in all of that noise. And I represent the majority. So for the younger crowd, ages 18 to 24, only 7% of them are actually checking their personal emails on a daily basis. And that number doesn't really get much better when you go up to the ages 25 to 34. It's still less than 10%. So you're going to miss a lot of opportunity to send these important updates and notifications to your customers. So let's reimagine my story with a different ending, a happier ending, let's call it. So, hi Sam, there seems to have been an issue with your credit card, and therefore we weren't able to complete your order. Could you please check with your bank or provide us with another card? Thanks for letting me know. There was an issue, my card was blocked due to a fraud attempt. All good now. Please replace the order. Easy, right? If that clothing brand had contacted me via WhatsApp, I would have seen it right away because, as you all saw on my phone screen, I check my WhatsApp messages. I don't check my every single email inbox. This would have been a great example of conversational commerce. Conversational commerce is a way for a company to interact with its customers on a one-to-one basis via methods such as texting, voice, and social chat apps. But I'm sure you all know that. I'm sure you've all seen a lot of really great examples of customer commerce. For example, brands now starting to allow their customers to connect with them via Facebook Messenger, for example. But none of you are here to hear about that. You all want to know how you can utilize the #1 messaging app, WhatsApp. So let me show you how this can look. Or better yet, I'll let Globair show you. Oh, and it seems that we're missing a little bit of audio. If the audio team can help us out with that. This is always the part of every presentation where something doesn't work, is when you try and embed a video into a presentation. Oh, there we go. Maybe a little bit louder.
We found out that WhatsApp is the main communication tool in our target group. They use it for private, they use it for business, and therefore we decided pretty quick that we wanted to use WhatsApp integrated in our communication platforms. By accident, we stumbled into tyntec, and they gave us a very high-level developer support. And this was the main reason we immediately decided that we go with tyntec. Our customers like it, and our customer care agents like it as well.
Very often when we have a new contact, I do a kind of an experiment. So when they approach us in a very formal way, like email or like phone, I'm texting them back via WhatsApp. Let's see the reaction. And they're all coming back via WhatsApp. Yeah, so it's fantastic. It's your immediate engagement.
People asking us about availability, about pricing, about having cats or dogs on board. We can provide fast answers, and that increases our booking and our customer satisfaction. And this is all done via Slack and WhatsApp integration, and this is perfect for our team.
And the customer just has his feed open in WhatsApp and just to click on his link, paste, that's it. Because you have everything on your phone. You know, you have your Apple Pay, you have your credit cards, you're using your passwords, everything is here. So you're so efficient that a flight gets confirmed and booked and paid within seconds. And this is what our customer needs. And this is exactly what we reflect on our concept of time saving, being efficient. And WhatsApp is the perfect tool for this.
So for a little bit of context there, since we lost the audio at the beginning of the video, Globair is a private jet company based out of Austria, and they're now using WhatsApp for all of their customer communication, including booking tickets on their private jets. So right now on WhatsApp, our clients are not only getting their questions answered, but they're also receiving their contracts and access to our payment portal, completing the entire booking transaction. This is a direct quote from the CEO at Globair, Bernard Fregner. So really cool, right? But is it scalable? Absolutely. The WhatsApp business solution was built specifically for medium and large size enterprises. You can scale it at mass, and you can integrate it into your already existing solutions by simply deploying our API. So I'm sure you're all thinking, that sounds great, but won't mass communication by companies turn WhatsApp into the new email? I don't want voucher codes and newsletters and updates about the Kardashians flooding my private WhatsApp inbox. Well, the good news is that WhatsApp doesn't want this either. They have specific methods in place to ensure that any company sending messages via their platform is doing it to provide quality and relevant service to the end user. The end user can even block companies if they're not getting the type of messages that they agree to, just like they can block a user currently via a private WhatsApp number. So what can you do to make sure you're providing that quality experience for your end user? Well, let's flip that around and talk about what you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be sending messages like coupon codes or offering free gifts. You shouldn't be trying to upsell your customer and attaching, say, a voucher code to a completely relevant use case, such as an airline sending a mobile boarding pass. That's a great example, but then don't tack on an upsell at the end of it. Shouldn't be sending cold call messages, and you should really avoid surveys and sending polls to collect data. Okay, so why is this new? Maybe some of you have in the past already seen companies using WhatsApp, and you're wondering, how is this different? Well, if you saw a company using WhatsApp previous to August of last year, then it wasn't in accordance to WhatsApp's guidelines, and probably currently that service is being terminated. So this is an example of what a non-official communication portal would look like. So with an official WhatsApp business account, which is also known as a WABA, it's completely scalable. You can use it with many, many more than just, say, 5 customer service agents and a couple thousand messages. It's scalable at mass. It's completely governed by the GDPR, and it's end-to-end encrypted. You can also bring your own number with you for this service, and it can be integrated into your already existing, say, customer engagement and contact center platforms. So with an official WABA account, your brand name will always show next at the top, even if your customer never saved your number. It's never going to pop up as a number. It's always going to be your brand name with your brand logo. Your conversations, as mentioned, are end-to-end encrypted, and your account will be identified as official business account with that first message. Your account can also provide status updates just like a private account. And last but not least, the coolest feature is that you're going to get a little green verified check mark. Same as you see on, say, Twitter or Instagram. WhatsApp's, once you're an approved WABA, you have an approved WABA, you get that green approved check mark. So it's important, once again, to remember that this service was created to provide quality, relevant, and wanted communication for the end user. WhatsApp itself even published a white paper earlier this year called Stopping Abuse: How WhatsApp Fights Bulk Messaging and Automated Behavior. So the use cases of what you can and cannot do with WhatsApp are quite varied, but we're happy to work with you to walk through that process and submit your use case to WhatsApp to see if it meets the criteria. But in general, it's a yes to personalized templated messages, and it's a no to spamming and a no to broadcasting. By following these rules, you're going to keep WhatsApp as a premium quality messaging app, and we're going to help to avoid turning it into the next email, which is beneficial for brands because then you have a channel where you're going to be able to send those messages directly to your customers and not get lost in the noise of email. So, how can you actually reach your customers via WhatsApp? We like to categorize the 2 different types of messaging groups into 2 buckets. So the first type is messaging initiated by the brand, and the second type is 2-way messaging initiated by the user. So for messaging initiated by the brand, you as a company can send a pre-approved templated message with useful information such as shipping notifications, appointment updates, account updates, etc. With two-way communication initiated by the user, if the user messages you, the brand, first, it then opens up a 24-hour chat window where you can start having a conversation back and forth with your customer, and this type of messaging doesn't need pre-approval from the brand. So, with that, I'm going to bring my colleague, Dr. Marco LaFrance, up on stage, and Marco's going to switch over to his computer, which is hooked up to his phone here, and he's going to take you through a live demo of the WhatsApp product. So, Marco,
Thank you very much, Sam. A wonderful good morning, everyone. My name is Marco, VP of Products at tyntec, and as this is the demo arena, I take a leap of faith. I'm actually performing a live demo with a live productive system to show you how it looks like. So on the left, you see my smartphone. It's actually my iPhone. It's a private message. Let me quickly clear that up here. Regular phone, iPhone, no problem at all. And on the other side, what you see is a messaging chat dashboard that you can also acquire from tyntec. It has the usual layout. To the left, inboxes. In the middle, you got the chat conversation, and to the right, some additional information. The first thing that you notice, which is different to other WhatsApp usage, is that this is not a WhatsApp application. This is an application that you can buy from tyntec, but you don't have to. As you've seen with GlobeAir, if your agents are currently using a chat UI already or a call center software, whatever that might be, you can integrate that new rich media channel into your existing system landscape. So we just went through two different kind of use cases, right? So the first one would be that your customers are already aware that you have a presence on WhatsApp, for example, by you publishing that channel on your website. So this is our own website. If you would like to interact with the demo at any point in time, just go to tyntec.com, click on support, and then click on this here, which is actually the WhatsApp tyntec button, and it will open up an immediate chat with our brand. We have agents there. They will hopefully reply. At least I will, for the demo, reply to myself and maybe to some of you. I send a message. We realize automatically that currently there is no agent that is immediately signing its contact, so we give an auto reply. Then the customer says, okay, I actually have a problem. I need support with something. So the customer takes a picture of something and sends it in. And that's the power of rich media, right? So the agent immediately knows what's happening. So what's an agent going to do? For the most part, you reply with a certain text like, hi Marco, how can we help you? And whatnot. Oh, I need to send it. Or if you have a picture that could pictorially describe or help the customer in a better way, you just send the picture easily. It's the same look and feel and the same ease for your agent as it is for private persons. And it's not just images, it's anything. It's contact. Let me also quickly demo a PDF. Like boarding passes. This is actually a boarding pass that I've booked for, internet is slow here. Oh, I didn't hit send. To Turkey later this year. You have it here readily available as an end user. Pretty convenient. Another very nice feature that you can do is, specifically if people are looking for locations, if you have different shops or ATMs, if you're a bank, or you're on a business trip and you need to have the location of something, you just go to Google, you Google the address, you copy paste the Google deep link into the conversation, and it immediately pops up for an end user as a map, clickable, so you can immediately get the directions. It's very, very powerful as a customer engagement tool to have all of these features readily available. I think, oh, perfect, I got some minutes left. So, one thing that is very important for any tool is that it has to be GDPR compliant. So, let us swap this story around. So, let's forget everything that we have just done and assume that the enterprise will reach out first. So first, of course, we have the capability to delete everything. The right to forget in Germany, very important. I will quickly remove the chat and the conversation from my phone as well. What I will now be doing manually, and this can all be done via CRM integrations, right? I will actually here add a new contact, add myself as a contact, and I will proactively reach out to me. And that chat UI basically supports most of the common channels. It's not just WhatsApp. We use it also for Facebook Messenger and Twitter. You can do SMS, you can do Viber, you will be able to do Apple Business Chat. All of that is available. So I created that contact now, and I want to send them a message. Well, I sent via PC. You certainly don't want to send it, right? And you see at the bottom right, I'm actually not capable of sending whatever message that I like. The reason for that is that when an enterprise initiates a conversation, the first thing that you need to have is the end user's consent to reach that message, right? So if you have a subscriber base and you have a profile somewhere, give them the option to opt in. If you have an order process and you use it for order completion, ask them during that order process to opt in for order completion notifications on WhatsApp. I personally now can have my own opt-in by just me saying, yes, Marco, I allow you to text you, so I know that I have the opt-in. What I then need to stick to is so-called templated messages. tyntec has a couple approved of them. In different languages, all no problem. I would choose this one. It's a welcome message, thanking somebody for opting in and wanting to try out the demo. That's certainly what I want to do. And there is a parameter, I can personalize it. It's just one, but you can use it for all different kinds of things. And now you see, this is what I can send. I can send it out, it pops up on my phone, and you immediately see it's tyntec, it's the sender ID. I don't have it as my contact in my phone, but it gets pushed through. I open it up, I see what Sam said. I have an encryption message, which means, okay, I can actually use that channel for sensitive information. Secondly, okay, it's not a scam, it's a verified account. I know that this is actually tyntec. And if I click on it, I see it's an official business account, and I have all the business details that Sam just talked about. Let's go back to the application. So this is how it looks for the end user, and those are the two different use cases that you have, right? So for the most part, all of you will try to figure out, okay, if I introduce that channel and the customer's request two-way, and I need to have agents that efficiently answer to those requests and that they can handle it, you should basically have a solution that allows you to properly and easily manage workflows. There are a couple of features built in this layout. It looks very simple, but there are some things that are extremely important. For example, if I, as an agent, decide that I would going to take that, I will assign that. And if I go to the inbox section, I can demonstrate that. So there is a general inbox for all agents and a personal one. And whenever I change the assignment, it basically switches from a general one to my personal inbox. If I have once assigned it and I close the case, it gets removed, so I know that I have done it already. But there is still an archive. It's actually even searchable, which is very important if you forgot something as an agent and you want to go back to that customer. Another thing that you can do is that on the action of close a conversation, what you want to do is you potentially want to archive that in your CRM system, so it's readily available if you want to pull all the data for that customer. You can also assign it to other colleagues. You can actually, if you want to, if you have it in your initial general inbox, I de-assign it from myself. You can have auto-assignment to what we call virtual assistants. That could be a chatbot or any sort of application that does intent recognition, for example. And after the intent recognition is done, you can automatically assign what we call labels and give it an intent. And then you can have user agents actually filter for certain intents depending on what they're supposed to be focusing on. Is it key account management? Is it support? Is it upsell? Is it just complaints? Is it a partner? Whatever that might be. And those virtual assistants that you can see here, they can also automate your communication. So if you're using already a chatbot framework and you would like to continue using that for WhatsApp, no big deal, no problem at all. Can easily be integrated with that system as well. So
I think we're out of time.
I think I'm already over time,
yes.
but I could continue for hours. But thank you very much for your attention. Last words from Sam?
Yeah, so thank you everybody very much. And if you want to learn a little bit more, we're actually literally just down the hall in aisle D, stand number 69. So you can pop by and learn a little bit more from us. So thank you very much, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Marco. Just stay with us for a second because we need you now. Please don't run away. We need 30 more seconds from you, ladies and gentlemen. Please give us your vote. We want your judgment about WhatsApp Business API. Grab your mobile, open up the DMEXCO app. Come on, it takes 10 seconds, please. It was such a good presentation here. Now we need your time. Then open Conference. Then we have Demo Arena. Is everybody with me? Can you find it? Thumbs up, perfect. And there is one question. Maybe we also have a screenshot. Technique colleagues, then you can show what all the people are seeing right now. And there is one question, please answer it. Anybody has problems? No? Working out? So thank you for that. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you very much.